Thumbs up? All right, we're rolling. So we got to see a lot of stuff. Microsoft really made an impression on the folks that were attending this year's conference. Last year, there was a whole lot of empty space, a whole lot of non-applause when there was supposed to be applause. But this year, we got to see nothing but gameplay, nothing but games, and it was fantastic. We really enjoyed seeing them. There were a couple of blah games that we saw, like Halo for me wasn't a big one, but overall, it looks like it's going to be a great year for Microsoft and a great year for gaming. We can't wait to see what Sony and Nintendo have up their sleeves. Hopefully they at least brought sleeves this year. And now you're shooting my crotch, Dave, which is really weird.
Like any man, when he's pushed to his limits, is capable of anything. When someone strikes with the ones he loves, he will take any steps necessary. He's looking for answers, for the truth.
Dad?
There is no walking away from us, Fisher. We made you, we own you, and we always will.
He will stand by his convictions. Dead. The man who played by the rules. Listen to the voice in his ear. He's gone. Just watch your back. I can't stop him. No one can.
This is bigger than your daughter. This is bigger than both of us. The people behind this. You can't hide from them.
Who said anything about hiding?
All right, so we heard reports last year. We were talking a little bit about from our sources. Michael Ironside was going to be replaced as the voice of Sam Fisher. We don't know who the guy was who's actually doing the voice of Sam Fisher, but he's doing a great job when we got to take a look at Splinter Cell Conviction.
I was thoroughly impressed. I've not been a Splinter Cell fan, but the presentation on this game and the gameplay moves very cinematic, and they overlay part of the interface on the actual game world while you're playing. Very cool. I mean, the guy can do some really neat stuff.
I thought that the graphics and that everyone was oogling and ogling over Final Fantasy XIII's graphics. I thought they looked as good in Splinter Cell. And also, what I found was very interesting. I actually wrote it on my iPhone because I liked it. They're presenting the story in real time.
It's like 24, I guess. I don't know. What I was most impressed about was you can play it as a stealth game or you can play it as an action game, and it seems to work well either way you go.
And they have a couple of new moves like the mark and execute, where you'll be able to plan your attack before, and then you basically hit go and your guy goes through in the door and does basically what you had planned to do. It's kind of a mini sandbox mode is what they called it, though, because they're giving you more than one way to get through the game, and you get to pick which way works best for you.
Absolutely. I was going into this not so, psyched at all about it, but now I want to play this game.
And all of these games that we're talking about, and I know you're going to roll your eyes, you know, they're going to roll all the way down into your beard and back up again, is all these games we're talking about, with the exception of Rock Band Beetle so far, are all Xbox exclusives. How does that, as a PlayStation guy, as a hardcore PlayStation fan, how does it make you feel to see these things all going the way of the Xbox exclusively?
I got to say, I mean, I own an Xbox. It takes a certain kind of game to make me want to play a game on an Xbox. I have certain biases against it, but I mean, if they do it this way, good for them. They've got me wanting to play the game.
Well, they got you wanting to do something when we were watching Forza Motorsports 3, though, because as we were watching the Forza trailers and they were coming out, and I gotta say, the guy who presented it, the game designer, I think he was awfully cocky. The best, the brightest, the driving game of our generation.
It's like he had his time machine. He's been through E3. He came back to tell us they won the driving game of E3 this year.
Yeah, because they're gonna. He went to E3 2010. Yep. He checked it out. They won, and he came back and let us know. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, but I mean, it did look fantastic. The graphics look unbelievable.
It's the best art program I've wanted to play yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The thing that got me about it, I'm not about going on a track round and round and round, but I do enjoy being able to be creative in a game. And while they may not have a track editor, we haven't heard anything like that, or any kind of ultra creative game modes. The freedom they're giving you, not only to decorate your car, which was in Forza 2, but to also create your own high-def game videos and then export them. You could do your own chase sequences if you wanted to.
I tell you, the footage they showed that they represented as being something you could create rivals the intro videos to most racing games I've seen. They had insane stunts that you supposedly can do and export yourself. If they can do that, that's worth the price of admission to me.
I hope we got a little bit of this footage. If so, we'll show you now. It was like a car ballet that they did at the end of the presentation. This game is coming in October, so these aren't that far off. Now, a lot of the games are coming in 2010. Some of them are very vague, but that one's coming very soon.